This crispy chicken is from a taco place.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place?
The taco place?
Taco place. It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
It's the fall kickoff sale at Lithia Ford of Boise. It's the best time to trade in and trade up to a new Ford truck or SUV with a room to haul your payload or playload. Visit Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Bronco fans, the new Boise State trading cards are here, and you can only get them at Jackson's. Start collecting them today. Jackson's, let's go!
And final blade of grass. Done. And done. Who knew it'd take 2,007 man-hours to paint 47,962,053 blades of grass? Smells like game day. Whoa, it's not dry yet.
It's time for the Riley and Ridge Show, presented by Jackson's on Bronco Nation News. The Riley and Ridge Show takes you into the locker room and the coach's office, giving you a unique perspective on Boise State football from two guys who know a thing or two about what it takes to win on the blue. Riley Smith was a Campbell Trophy semifinalist and a four-time Mountain West Scholar athlete who was part of 52 wins and 2 Mountain West championships during his 6 years as a quarterback and tight end with the Broncos. Kent Riddle won 7 conference championships in 13 years as an assistant coach at Boise State while working with the running backs, tight ends, and special teams. He has nearly 3 decades of coaching experience overall, including stops at Army, Colorado, North Texas, and Arkansas State. The Riley and Ridge Show is presented by Jackson's. Need a pick-me-up? Stop into Jackson's for a 16-ounce coffee for just 99 cents with Let's Go Rewards. Now, let's go out to the James Kitchen and Bar near Albertsons Stadium and join Riley Smith and Kent Riddle for another edition of the Riley and Ridge Show, presented by Jackson's on Bronco Nation News.
What's up, Bronco Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Riley and Ridge Show, sponsored by Jackson's. And we are out here at the James with 2 Idaho boys. We got current Boise State wide receiver Ben Ford and quarterback Max Cutforth. Appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks again to Jackson's for having us and supporting the show and taking care of you guys with a little NIL package afterwards. So we appreciate it. Kind of fun to be here after a big win, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
We actually got some live people here again. Unlike Saturday for the pregame show, we got a nice setup here today instead of being out there cooking in the sun. So
I pulled up on you guys. That was fun. On my way to get more beers and end zone.
Yeah. Well,
Jackson. Say yeah, right.
I was. I think we're pretty close on the picks, me and Bedell. So, we appreciate it. But we're starting to see comments already about people heading off. You're going to have a pretty good showing there.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be a lot of Broncos there. So it'll be a fun trip. But tell us a little bit about just the game last week.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's always great being out on the blue. was a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, like Cut said, good time being at home. Got the win, obviously, so that was really important. Felt like we were clicking, stacking some wins together for sure, which feels good. So, yeah, going into this week.
It really looks like the offense is clicking, over the last three games too. Really getting in there. Max, part of that is, I think a big attribution to you. You came in early in the Air Force game, really your first meaningful time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And came in, drove the team right down the field, took care of business. I thought that was awesome and just gave everybody some confidence to get going. Just talk a little bit about, kind of your preparation. And I was a backup quarterback. Riley was for a little bit.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
like everybody knows
Ben was in high school before the switch.
Always got to be ready, one snap away, all that stuff. But I think everybody's like, yeah, whatever. But, just talk a little bit about your preparation in that.
Yeah, it's not easy being backup quarterback, because, your reps are limited. You don't really get in the game and meaningful snaps like you were saying. But, coaches and people will tell you all the time, like, you got to prep like you're the starter. And I feel like I've done a really good job at doing that. Like, being sure I'm going over the installs all the time, making sure I'm watching film, making sure and it was funny. I was telling people that Air Force game, it was like, I had a feeling that something was going to happen. And, we have openers that are scripted and it's like, all right, usually it's like, I don't think I'll get those. This time I'm like, I'm going to pay attention to those a little bit more. I usually wear my wrist coach on my belt and I'm like, I'm going to put it on my arm right now, have my mouth guard ready. And sure enough, second play, it was like,
that's
here we
crazy.
go. Here we go. And that whole week, just watching film and just staying ready.
And how thankful were you that you had prepared?
I was extremely thankful.
Because you see it. I mean, even in the NFL, like guys get thrown into games, and it's like that guy. There's no way he was ready for what was going on.
Got to be the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you do take that, you prepare and you go out there and have success, it makes it a lot more fun and it gives you a lot of confidence. And like I said, I mean, to me, you could see the confidence in the team.
Yeah. That was the biggest thing.
Through.
Like, I feel like I earned a lot of confidence from the players on the team, just showing that, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really didn't skip a beat either. Like when I got there, I didn't even notice. I was like, damn, Mad Dog grew a little bit, grew a little taller. But like the operation, everything looked smooth. Like that was pretty sweet to see, dude.
Appreciate it.
Talk a little bit as a backup quarterback. You're also the starter's therapist a little bit. At least that's how it was all. Cole Fulton was Hank Bachmeier, Taylor Green, Mad Dog's therapist the whole time. Like, you're giving them advice. You're seeing it from a different perspective. Kind of talk about how you're helping them out from off the sideline.
I think that's another huge part about just being a backup. And it helps, like, talking about game day. I think that helps me stay in the game. Like, having Mad Dog come off and, there's things that he'll talk to me about that he won't talk to Coach Hill about. Yeah. And there's things that, that he just needs to get off his chest. And I'm like, all right, like, these are the things that I'll tell you. So just that helps me stay in the game, watching the game, having him come off, and then just being that extra set of eyes. And then, we compete with each other in the meeting room all the time. Like we do these little drawing contests, and
Coach Hill loves those.
He loves the drawing contest. So he's like, all right, we're gonna draw, and it's whoever gets it done the fastest. And then we always talk a little crap to each other. And I'm not afraid to tell Mad Dog off. I'll tell him if he's not doing something right.
That's good.
People who won't tell him.
The backup quarterback really is like another coach. And
it really is.
You said, like, talked about some of the guys you were there with. But, I mean, I think back to, like, Taylor Tharp and Bush Hamden and some of those guys who went on into coaching. That's really is part of the role. Like, you have to know the game plan as well as every other coach and certainly the starter. And then help those guys interpret stuff and maybe say, like, did you not see so-and-so? Your first read was wide open.
Yeah. And you're right. You can be brutally honest. Like, it's a huge deal for especially a quarterback because a lot of times people beat around the bush maybe. But when you have a guy that knows exactly where to look, what's going on, and you can go out and tell him what he needed to do better, he receives that a lot.
100%.
And you're kind of mentoring the third guy usually too, right?
Yeah.
Because he's usually a little bit younger, whatever. So you're kind of helping, hey, someday I'm going to step into that role and you're going to have to help me like this. And, So I think there's between all three of those guys, in some places maybe they even have a fourth, but really different relationship in there where you're all working together,
right?
Even though you're competing against each other,
for sure.
Yeah. Like Mad Dog will be going out at practice, and me and Kayla will be standing there. We're just going over, talking things through. It's awesome.
That's great.
Script peeking.
Yeah,
no script peeking.
I love some script peeking for sure, man.
Defense,
you got to do it.
Got to
do it.
Yeah,
the defense does it. So
I know, right? They look at more than we do.
Riley was a big script peeker when he was a quarterback.
As a quarterback.
The quarterback.
He still was as a tight end, but even as a
got to. I knew. I just had to look good. Especially as a tight end, you don't get many opportunities on big plays. So I'm like, all right, I got to know when this play's coming, because if I drop the ball, run the wrong route, they're gonna pull it immediately. So Ben, kind of same question to you, because you were backup last year, came in, started balling out. You're a starter. Everyone a couple weeks ago were saying Ben Ford, the dark horse, and I was like, dude, he's always been like this. It's just now his time to step on the field and show it. Kind of talk about how you've gone through college so far up to this point, what you've learned, and how you've translated to how you've been balling out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, whole college career, hasn't been the easiest thing for me, with injuries and whatnot. And, I feel like it feels like I've been here forever, honestly, my 5th season here. I feel like I'm an old head on the team for sure and everything like that. But, yeah, it definitely feels good to be on that field and be able to, actually affect the game and do things I know I can do. Yeah, I mean, I think it really just goes back to putting the work in the off season and just keep believing and trying to get through that process of just thinking that I can get on that field still. So, yeah, I mean,
there's like Riley said, a bunch of people might have been surprised, but I think the people that are on the team and around the program daily, not surprised one little bit. Maybe about how much you've been a deep threat, but
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No,
a little double move for a touchdown. I was like, that was Ben.
That's right. I'm surprised they gave me that play, but yeah, I appreciated it.
No, but I'm even joking about that, really, because obviously you wouldn't be here if you weren't that kind of player, and you certainly wouldn't be playing as much. So I don't think that's surprising at all. Some of it's just a matter of making the most of your opportunities, which you obviously have once they've come your way. So that's been awesome to see.
For sure. Appreciate that.
No doubt. We got a great question off rips from Robbie. He said, so Ben, who is the better hair, Maddox or Max? It's a hard one.
That's tough, man.
Who's sitting right next to you?
Hey.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah, I can't even see from here. Great question.
That's a great question. It's tough, man. They both have flow, for sure. They both have flow. It's tough.
Are you going to go to the skull cap?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Yeah.
You got to show the top. You got to show the flow.
Yeah, got to show the flow.
I'm going to have to say cut, for sure. I like he's got
thanks,
flow,
bro.
Yeah. Hopefully Max will still throw me the ball on Saturday.
Right.
But it's all right. Yeah.
Hopefully he's worrying about other things.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Exactly,
Right? Yeah. Ben's definitely not winning that competition.
Yeah, I don't have the flow. I got the jar cut for sure.
The jar cut.
Well, both you guys are obviously local guys. Maybe not so obvious to everybody else. That might be something that maybe a lot of people didn't notice. But just talk a little bit about growing up here locally, and following the program as you grew up, and then the opportunity to be recruited and come and play for the Broncos.
I'll go. I get this question all the time, and it's so cool. I love telling the story just because I've lived here literally in Boise since I was 2 years old. I was born in East Idaho, then moved over here, and just going to the games on the Blue, Optimus games on the Blue, all of that is it was so cool. You walk out and you're just like, wow. And Optimus games, you barely even fill one half of the lower bowl.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this thing packed.
Yeah.
And now we're playing in it packed, and it's the coolest thing ever. And I remember getting recruited by Boise and having coaches come into my high school, and it was like these coaches walking in with the big old Boise logo, the Bronco head on their shoulders, and I felt like the coolest person ever, because it's our NFL team here, right? It's the biggest attraction here, and so it's just amazing.
Yeah, going off what Cut said, I'm not as local, homegrown as Cut is. I wasn't born here and raised here all my life, but been here for the majority of my life. But Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like Cut said, I mean, I was here for Optimist Days too. We were doing those jamborees on the blue and scrimmaging all these different teams and whatnot. And yeah, it's an incredibly surreal experience to really be on that field now, and the stadium's packed, and you're wearing the Boise State logo on your chest. You know, it feels really good. It feels it's incredible for sure.
No doubt. And there's another great question in here from Hoskins, and it was, what is something you were both surprised once you joined the program? Like you said, you guys grew up watching it. What was something you were surprised with when you actually stepped in the facility and you wore the Bronco logo?
I think for me, just I think the reality of college football as a whole is just a ton different than people really know about until you get into it. You know, like
it's all running out of the tunnel on Saturday, right? That's what it's all about. Scoring touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in high school, that's all you thought about. You know, it was we had practices and all that, and we did good. Practice was whatever. You know, everything at Boise State is dialed for everything we do throughout the day. You know, to meetings, to walkthroughs, to lifts, to nutrition, all that stuff. So I mean, I think it's just a big jump in that aspect of you just got to be so much more detailed and locked in on the stuff, smaller things that'll make you propel you higher in the college football game for sure.
I think it was like everyone always talks about how hard college football is. So I came in with that understanding, like this can be tough. But I think the biggest thing that surprised me was how much fun we have with each other. You know what I mean? Like I came in, and I mean, even looking at Riley when he was a 6th-year senior, and when I came in, I was like, I just pictured like the older guys saying like this is how you do it, blah blah blah. But it was like Riley and all those upperclassmen, they kind of showed us like go have fun as well. Like you're in college, have fun with your guys. You're on a team. Like it was a lot less. I don't know, just the friendships on the team, I think.
Yeah. And that's the thing you missed the most about it too. Like
without question,
as now a really old guy, it was like, dude, I don't even think about catching touchdowns or actually playing in the game anymore. It's like kind of all the shitty things we had to do together, like running decks or fall camp. Like in the moment, you're like, this sucks. But then you look back, you're like, dude, I was with my brothers, my best friends. Like
it's the camaraderie of everything, right?
And then you get to go play beer pong after.
That's one of the things that it's part of the success at Boise State has been for so long is it's how much guys care about each other, how much they do together, how much they believe in each other, love each other, but then how hard they work and how dialed in they are when it's time for those things.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, there's always a couple guys looking to have fun still at that time,
right?
Yeah. And the older guys are usually not now.
No, nope. Time and place. On that same topic, Robbie asked another great question. Did the feeling of putting the full uniform on feel surreal? And now that you guys are getting older, has that feeling kind of gone away?
I mean, the first time for sure did feel surreal, dressing, being on the blue. I wouldn't say the feeling's gone away, but it feels a little more normal now. I think you get into a rhythm of it, like, you go from playing high school. I was playing high school at Eagle High School and just freaking going out for 1,000 people and playing high school ball. Now I think it's when you're a freshman, you put that uniform on, it's a little different because you're like, oh my gosh, like these lights are bright. There's a lot of people out there, so it was definitely surreal that first time. But I still get that same feeling. Putting on the Boise State logo, I feel like going out there with all the guys like Max was saying about the camaraderie, just like with your boys out there, like it's just, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to lose that feeling. Mm-hmm. So I think sometimes it can start to slip. And then I think, and especially like this week, I think it's a great time to step back and like kind of just appreciate everything.
Yeah.
We're going to see the field on Thursday, I think, as soon as we land, or maybe it was Friday after practice or something. We're going to see the field and take it in as you're running out the tunnel, but then it's time to lock in.
It's all business.
Yeah, it's all business after that.
The only thing that really changed was you're not taking as many selfies before the game in the uniform.
No, that's exactly right.
The freshman
first time it's like
up, and then it's like
that's why the freshman you had to come to the locker room like 45 minutes before everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that stuff done before the guys that are actually going to play get in there.
That's the main thing.
Just laughing.
It's true. It's
absolutely true.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
You got a question?
Well, Robbie's following up with because he's really trying to get at the fact that Ben was a pretty good baseball player.
Yes.
So if you guys couldn't play another sport, what would you be playing? But
You can't say baseball.
Can't say baseball.
He
Pickleball for
specifically
sure.
said it.
Pickleball for
Well,
sure.
he's a pickler.
Pickleball's a good time, man. Go ahead.
Shoot, I'm gonna get flamed for saying basketball. I understand. Like that's why I'm not playing basketball. I'm not tall enough. I'm not fast enough, and
no, Ben,
I can't play basketball.
take us through that a little bit though, because you were a guy that committed to play baseball at UW like early, right? Like
Yeah.
your sophomore year.
Sophomore year, yeah.
And something. And how'd you land on football and Boise State and all that?
Yeah, I think, growing up, it was kind of always football for me. And then really when I moved here when I was about 11, the only reason I started playing baseball is because they didn't have football here in the spring. So like they did in Arizona where I previously lived. So decided to take up baseball, ended up being pretty good at it. And, it just got me a lot more success early on. And when I started getting those offers, I still love baseball for sure, but football was always kind of more my passion, way to go. So I committed to play baseball, and then I got hurt my junior year of high school. So I was glad that I had all that baseball stuff going on. And then senior year I was still I was really hoping to branch out and get some offers for football and get that rolling too. And happened a little bit, and then Boise State ended up offering me in January of my senior year. So it was at that point I was pretty. When that offer came, nothing before that really caught my eye like they did for sure. But when that offer came, I was like, this sounds like the exact thing I want to be doing for sure.
Well, it's funny just the difference in the two sports, right? Baseball recruiting's done so early.
Yeah.
Almost all the good teams are done by the end of your sophomore year, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. They only have, I think it's at least when I was getting recruited, they only had 11.7 scholarships to give out total. So they got to do all that work with splitting it up for different people and recruits and whatnot. And, it's rare that people get full offers and whatnot. So that was another reason why I thought, my sophomore year, I should jump on this offer. For
absolutely.
Sure. So,
Yep. Well, I saw Ben play plenty of baseball. He was a damn good baseball player. So.
Hey, his boy Connor though, he's a heck of a baseball player too, man. I remember playing when I was a freshman. Connor was a senior. We played at Eagle, and he just ripped a triple to the right field fence, and I had to go chase after it, and I had to chuck it back into the cutoff, and I was like, wow, this kid's a baller.
Yeah, no doubt. Ben was definitely the first pick for the annual summer softball game. Offense for Stevens. Connor didn't get a play, did he?
Yeah,
I don't think we did it while he was here, and we did it my very last year. And Ben definitely got first overall pick.
Connor would have been first if it was he.
Yeah,
there.
I don't know about that.
He would have been our best player and our coach.
For sure.
He knows more about baseball than anybody.
Yeah,
it's electric.
Let's
see.
Anyway, shout out to Connor.
Shout out Connor.
How about somebody's worried about the weather in South Bend? If we're getting ready for humidity, I would say you guys are probably in fine shape, right?
Nothing at this point.
Yeah, I would say, we're not really too worried about that.
Compare too much, but
how do you guys prep for an environment like Notre Dame? Like you were talking about, it's like you go on the field the day before, you're like, wow, this is crazy. And knowing all the tradition that's gone on there, how do you guys prep mentally to go into a big game like this?
Fifth biggest crowd ever for Boise State.
Oh, that's legit. That's a great stat. Yeah, 80,000 people. It's the fifth largest crowd Boise State's played in front of. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think as far as preparation goes, I think first thing is like when we get there, and like Max was saying, we go see the stadium on Friday, just kind of visualizing and being grateful for the opportunity is first and foremost. Just being able to kind of step back and be where your feet are and be grateful for the moment. Be grateful that we get to play this game and do it on a big stage. And then I think from there it's just really focusing on what you need to do throughout the game, what you need to do, and keep it the same. It's no different than if we were playing here, or we were playing at Skyview or Eagle High School. It's the same thing. You just prepare the same way and know the plays, your assignments the same way, and just get locked in and get in that rhythm for sure.
I think once you step on the field too, it's like everything kind of narrows down and you're just focused here. And yes, it's loud, And we emphasize like just communication. Even today in practice, we have a speaker playing right behind you, and it's hard to hear.
Crowd noise,
you're just screaming at each other. Like I'm trying to scream the play in, and just overemphasizing communication is the biggest way I think that we prep for something like this as a team.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the show before, but the way we practice and what they implement, like the crowd noise, like you deal with it all week long.
And back to fall camp even, right?
For sure,
exactly.
all throughout that,
And then you go out there, you're like, all right, this isn't actually as bad as those blaring speakers right here. And
that are
Coach
quieter,
Potter scream at you.
quieter than
It's like, all right, this is not as bad.
They've
So
upgraded the speaker game now. Now the speaker travels.
it's a roller.
So instead of just being loud at certain
And
points,
yeah.
it's right in the huddle.
that's
And
terrifying.
it's not the fight song anymore either. Like because they used to play the opposing team fight song.
Yeah.
It's literally just screaming.
It's the screaming.
It's just
I
the
remember that a
screaming
little bit
crowd
too.
noise.
Yeah. Crazy. While we're on this topic, Oliver Smith, shout out him. I got to see him at the game this past weekend. Good dude. What's the craziest road atmosphere you guys have played in so far?
Oregon for me.
Oregon for me as well.
You know,
That was
a crazy one.
Not
That's sick.
surprising.
Yeah.
That's a top 10 in
Yeah.
college football, all that.
That stadium's nuts, and obviously they're a talented team, and that was a close, very competitive game. So it was loud, and the fans and this whole stadium was into it 4 quarters through. So it was, that was a crazy environment.
To me, one of the bigger things that I think helps us this weekend, they are no longer natural grass. It's artificial turf.
Oh, really?
Just like everybody else. Because it used to be like longer
That definitely
natural
helps
grass.
us.
Now it's been a few years since I've been there, so I don't know how long ago they went to turf, but it was, out here, like you play in Arizona or California, like the grass is the fast stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or even in Florida, like when we play down there, it's
BYU.
that. But you get up into the grass fields in the Midwest, like it's the longer stuff. And now to have it be artificial turf, which no different than what we practice on every day, I think they used to have a bigger home field advantage that way.
Yeah,
I would say.
For sure.
100%.
And then we didn't have to practice on the grass field all week.
Oh my
either.
gosh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, practicing on that grass field's rough, man.
Not fun.
It's also rough because you got to get out 10 minutes earlier because you got to have a 10-minute walk to the grass field.
Well, and here, especially because of the morning practices, it's usually a little slick out there in the mornings. Like it's hard.
Or you get tackled and you look down and there's just geese shit right there.
That's one of the biggest problems for sure. Just stepping in geese shit, falling in it the whole time.
That's never fun, dude. We'll stick with the turf for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I like this question. We need to make this happen. Jesse Bywater said, has Lithium Ford approached you yet about NIL opportunity? They could definitely build upon the Ford Tough logo.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a great idea to me. Jesse. They have not approached me quite yet, unfortunately.
I gotta talk
that
to
sounds
Jim,
like an
dude.
amazing idea. Yeah. If you could put the good word in,
Yeah,
for me, that'd be much appreciated.
We've been talking about that since NIL first started.
Yeah, exactly. Since you got that whole deal going on, I was like, that's my name. Right? They're gonna get me in on that. Yeah,
need to. I think so too. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Just take Trell's spot.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be too happy about that.
No, he'd be pissed.
No.
I'll let him know tomorrow. Taking his spot.
This is a good question. But I'm gonna rephrase it a little bit. This one's from Robbie, but it's for Max a little bit. Just with the possibility of having to play the entire rest of the Air Force game, to watch Dylan Riley, what he did, how much does that ease your mind? But I think a better way to ask that is really like, you guys, quarterback and receiver, are all about throwing the ball, right? For sure. But how much does it help to get the run game cranked up? Mm-hmm. Like last year when Ashton's, running for 300 a game, or when Dylan's going for 5 touchdowns, or like last week when you guys just ran at will. How much easier does that make everything for both quarterback and receiver?
It makes it so much easier. Like, I mean, that Air Force game, it helped. Like we ran the first 3 or 4 plays before we got to third down, and I had to throw the ball, and that was a normal drop back pass. But then the first play action pass he called, I'm like, it was a boot call, I think, and I was like, this is awesome. They're going to think we're going to just run the ball. And we sold them on it. You know, that was the first one. The first one I had a clean edge.
Yeah,
I got out.
First one clean edge. Yeah.
I got a clean edge. The second one, not so much, but we had another play action pass and I had all the time in the world. Like it opens up everything.
Absolutely. And as much as a quarterback, you want to say it's like, put it all on me. Like, let's drop back and throw 50 times. Like, you'd like to know that they're not going to quite rush you 50 times.
Yeah. And running routes too.
Yeah.
You can speak on that.
100%. Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, when we can establish the run game throughout a game, it's an incredibly makes my job a lot easier. Makes everyone's job a lot easier. Honestly, I mean, if we're running the ball at a high clip, you know, we're able to obviously move the ball on the field very efficiently. You know, stay ahead of the chains and not be in third and long situations. All that, and it really, like Max was saying, sets up the play action pass, which is something we like to do a lot. And yeah, I mean everything.
There's
goes
a lot more big plays on play action than anything else.
100%. Yeah, we don't have to drop back and do all that quick game. You know, we can get that play action pass, and they're thinking run, and we go right past them. So it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially last year too, like what you put on tape as like a possession receiver, and like you were dominating in the run game as a blocker. I'm sure you were high up on the knockdown board in Miller's room, but like teams are watching back and they're like, "Oh, Ben's in, like he's gonna make a big block or possession catch," and then they think it's run all the way, and then you just bust open for a long touchdown. It's like I bet it just takes so much more off, and they have to second guess what you're gonna do every play.
For sure, yeah, that's definitely a big part of it too. Just mixing it up and getting people in there, like you were saying, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm still doing that blocking stuff too.
Oh yeah,
it's no doubt you need that stuff. Yeah.
You guys take a ton of pride in the receiver
really
room and your blocking. I mean, I see all the receivers in there grinding it out.
Oh yeah,
sometimes inserting inside the line and
you were rimming a couple times last
year. We got all those calls, man. I was going to hit a D end or something. It had 100 pounds on me. It was Doctor. It was Doctor Groove is where we got.
Oh no, it's awesome though. It's fun to see that.
Yeah.
Again, when you're doing that requires their corners, the guy or safety, the guy responsible for covering you or the deep zone to fill. And again, when you fake it and shoot one down the middle, that's how you get wide open.
100%.
Right?
Makes it a lot easier for these guys for sure, and for everybody really. So it's great. Yeah.
And nothing fires up the O-line more than a receiver putting someone on their back.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
that turns them up. I remember watching. We'd be in the team meeting after a big win, and someone had a long touchdown, Ashton, and everyone's thinking we're looking at him. We're like, no, dude, we're looking at Static.
We're watching Static just run down
to the sideline,
blocking two guys on Ashton's way down to the end zone. Yeah,
like that's legit, dude. That's like the stuff that people really don't see. That really carries a lot of weight in our program.
It fires up the whole team, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
We got
we're having a lot of great questions. We appreciate you guys. If a brawl breaks out on the field, which teammate are you immediately looking for to stand behind? That's a great question.
That's basically who's my favorite O-lineman.
I'm going with Roger Carrion for sure.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
Yeah, I'm saying right behind Roger.
Very safe bet.
He'll die for his teammates. So
for sure.
I know he'll die for me if I'm standing behind him for sure. Yeah, he'll do his thing.
No doubt. Mine was definitely Garrett Curran.
Yeah, Curran. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I see a question about Coach Hill on here.
Not standing behind Matt Miller.
Miller's sneaky.
Yeah. Miller's sneaky. You do a little cheap shot.
Yeah, I got to get a little cheap shot of Miller in there.
That's a good question, bringing up Coach Hill, because obviously he was the one that recruited me as a quarterback here, and he was in our room for 2 years. What has it been like now that he's back and playing under him?
It's been great. Yeah, I mean, and I tell people this all the time too, because this is my third year with a third new coach. Like I've had 3 different coaches. Obviously, Cutter was an amazing coach, and now Hill, Hill's a great coach, and you get 2 different kind of views, because the offense is still very, very similar. So I still have from what Cutter said last year and now what Hill's saying, and I can kind of put them together, and it just kind of helps me, read a defense or, go through my progressions easier.
That's pretty cool to have that kind of experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
teaching you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Dirk's been probably the best quarterback coach around forever, and Zach the same. I mean, he's coached Jaden Daniels and Brett Rippett, and then all these guys.
Yeah, for sure. And it sounds like he's doing a lot of the same stuff he did when I was there. Yeah. Like, he makes it very competitive in the QB room, especially with Harsin too. Harsin would walk in and everyone's heart kind of dropped a little bit, started beating a little faster. Yeah. But it was like those timed races, dude, drawing out formations and plays. Like, I remember that like it was yesterday, and that's how you learn under a high intensity, like, kind of room. Yeah. It definitely changes for sure.
Yep. And he'll get us on our feet, get us just, visualizing, walking through stuff. Yep. It just helps us to play like that.
Oh yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is when you hear it and you don't have to think at all.
Yeah. And they'll talk some trash if you mess up too. So it's you do not want to mess up. You gotta make sure.
You mess up, you won't hear the end of it.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to be the butt of the joke.
No.
No. That's awesome.
Oliver Smith wants to know get your guys' World Series picks.
World Series picks. I'm not gonna lie, I've been terrible keeping up with the MLB this year, but I'm gonna go with the Pods.
Okay,
I'm with Ben on that. They're always choking, but
yeah, I feel like
they lost to the Cubs today.
I
so
know,
they better
I saw
turn
that.
it on
so
the next two.
They're going 2-0. They're going 2-0. They're getting it.
I'm going with the Mariners.
Yeah, you got to represent.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely.
I'm not a baseball fan, but I'll go Mariners too, because I'm a Seahawks fan.
There you
go.
There you go.
Cal Rain.
We had this exact question last week, so I'm just going to ask it again.
Yeah.
How realistic is the playbook in NCAA football? Somebody's very concerned about that.
Yes. Someone really wants to know. Yeah.
I haven't played it a whole lot.
Yeah, I haven't played it a ton either, but I will say, not very similar to our offense, at least.
No, I mean,
from what I have.
There's plenty of concepts.
Yeah.
You've got drive, and you've got, crash, and you got all those
forwards,
all that stuff.
Ones.
You got all of those that are very similar.
Yeah.
I will say sometimes I'll pick a play and I'm like, oh, we have that in our offense, and it's like, here's my progression, and it's
doesn't work.
Yeah,
right.
Not the same. Yeah,
I agree. I do the same thing. I remember going home and everyone thought I'd be so good, and I'm just throwing picks after picks.
I remember how you are,
dude.
man.
Yeah, he knows how I
It
am.
make me so mad because I don't know how the DB is running this way and then all of a sudden turns around and picks the ball.
It's crazy.
It's
I'm exactly.
His eyes are on the guy. Like, he should not be able to pick the ball.
Yeah. Ben says he doesn't play a lot, but they would run me in the house, dude. They had a scoreboard, and I didn't even take part. I played one game and got smoked, and I was like, I'm not.
Back at the Euclid crew, we used to run Madden quite a bit out in the living room, and
we got an NCAA question right here.
I would watch.
He would watch. Yeah,
he would instigate.
Instigate, make Luke angry. That's all it was. Yeah,
yeah, that's my favorite pastime.
Hey, Riley, this one's for you. If you were in the game, what would your NCAA rating be?
What was the last
What would
part?
your rating be if you were in the game?
Oh,
90 speed.
I don't know about that.
99 hurdle.
That's a great question. I'd give myself based on how I think I could play, I would give myself a 92.
She wanted to ask him, but she wanted to tough. She didn't want to come up and ask him.
I thought
good. I
90
like
was
that.
good. I didn't know you could. Sorry, I wasn't trying to insult you.
What'd you say?
I thought 90 was good.
He went up to by 2.
I gotta back myself.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Boy, Rack is up here. Give him a shout out.
Oh, our boy Rack, dude.
Rack.
What's up? Keep them coming.
Yep, trying to get the Vandals on the schedule.
Yep.
We've been told it's going to happen at some point. So,
all right, Ben, we got
That's
a
gonna
good
be a
question
bloodbath.
right here.
yeah, this actually is good.
I was gonna say somebody asked back in our prime who could throw the ball further.
Ooh,
That's just some washed up quarterbacks.
Ooh, just a couple washed
Pre-shoulder
up
surgeries.
Pre-shoulder problems. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, how far have you ever thrown? I don't know.
I think I could get it to about 60, 65.
Yeah, you got me beat. Then I'm more around 50. I was more that running quarterback. You know what I mean? So. I mean, I could get a few take posts out there every once in a while, but
I had the leverage. I got the long arm leverage, so
I'd say more 50-55.
What we got?
71.
Wow. That's when they were juicing up, though.
Yeah, he was definitely on all that
Hey, and
stuff.
I'll tell you, I was actually, the year we did it, I was third in our room.
Really?
Yeah. Fred Schweer was second. He was like 73. And Craig Willihan, who transferred to Pacific when they had football, and then played as a backup quarterback in the NFL for like 8 years, was like 80. Jeez. He could uncork it.
Wow.
But yeah.
80's nuts.
That's crazy.
Sounds like
that. Yeah, that's insane.
That's right. Pushing 80.
Yeah, not doing that anymore. Now it's
I don't
probably
think-
about
yeah.
35, 40.
I think I can still get it 50.
Yeah.
50. I mean, he's standing there.
Good. Yeah, we'll muscle it up. All right. As being Idaho kids, what's your favorite restaurant out here?
I mean, I grew up in Cuna. That Enrique's, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good spot. The Mexican spot out there in Cuna. It used to be called El Galguero. That was when it was elite in that old like downtown Cuna type vibe.
Yeah,
there's a little hole in the wall. It was.
I actually sent
elite.
Coach Hill out there like last spring.
Really?
And he was like, that might be like the best steak I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
So
it's a very good spot.
That's a tough one, but I'd say around Eagle Crave's probably my favorite. That's a really good spot for sure. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's like yeah, for sure. It's a good little spot. It's like I don't even know, bar and grill, American food. Yeah, they got everything. It's it's a sweet spot. One of my closest friends lived like right around that neighborhood, so we would go all the time. But
tear it up.
Yeah, it was a great spot.
That's dope.
The James is number one. Yeah,
that's
James,
what I was.
baby.
Yeah.
Another favorite.
Another favorite for sure.
James, for sure.
Jackson's too. I eat there a lot.
Yep, and Jackson's.
Yeah.
Guthrie's.
I'd say Pie Hole on Saturday night, 1 a.m. For sure. Also, as Idaho kids, like you guys talked about, you guys big Bronco fans, kind of growing up when you moved out here. And who was that player that you guys looked up to for the Broncos?
I mean, it was those running backs like Doug Martin and Jay. Those two were electric, and then obviously Kellen Moore. I mean,
for sure. Yeah,
Kellen Moore. How can I not say Kellen Moore?
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Kellen Moore for me for sure. I would watch the games. I wasn't super big on the players. Thomas Spurbeck, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Tom.
Yeah,
Tom. Shout out to Tom. Believe he just had another child last week, so had a little baby.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, those are all good ones. I looked up to Kellen.
Oh.
Dude, like when I was a kid. Even in Florida, like my dad was from here, so he would always let us watch Boise State games like late at night. So we got to stay up, and we would see Kellen Moore all the time, and Matt Miller. It's the man right there, dude.
The boy, yeah.
That's always the coolest. Like, it's fun watching them install plays that have been run in the past, especially when Bush was our OC, and they would pull it up, and you'd see Miller make a big catch, or Potter was always funny because he knew it was a bad play that he had when he would fast forward through his block and just show the ball in the air.
Yeah.
We try to catch him every time. But
yeah, Miller always goes through those old clips of him playing, he tries to find the same concepts of him running the same route and doing stuff and making the plays. I mean, that's always his chirp too, as if we ever say something to him, he just says, I have more catches than all you combined in this room. So. which is true. I mean, you can't beat that every time it gets you. So yeah.
That's true. What is it like having a coach that played here, knows the tradition, saw it at some of its highest peaks in college football as your coach and mentor?
Yeah, I mean, I think just like you said, him being here and truly being one of the guys that really built the legacy of Boise State, like it means a lot to him, and he pours that same emotion of what the game brought to him and being here and being a part of this culture and this brotherhood. Like he was a part of it, and he's still a part of it. So. He just preaches that to us all the time, just I was in the seats you guys were in it one day too. I'm not asking you anything to do. You guys do anything I didn't do once too.
Right.
So, which is, he's telling the truth. He did his thing, and obviously had an incredibly successful career. So yeah,
definitely. And they always made sure to let us know that fall camp was way harder back in the day.
Yeah, they had their 2-a-day practice and whatever and all that. Yeah,
and they ran 100 decks.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're lying. I know they're lying. Yeah, with weighted
decks
vests.
are definitely harder now. Fall camp might have been harder.
I agree with fall camp for sure.
The 2 practices sounds brutal, but
yeah.
I can't imagine.
No, that was good. Those guys. It's cool to have guys around, and having worked with both of them that really embody all of what Boise State football is, and do a great job of voicing that and making sure that continues. So it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
One of the other questions was a big hot topic last week. Was what was your reaction to the helmets last week? Nothing but hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah, I thought they were. Yeah, I mean they were breathtaking. They were pretty nuts. I was excited to wear them this week for sure. But I thought we looked good out there. Yeah, I mean the detail on it was crazy. You can't really tell from afar, but when you're holding it up close and looking at it, it's holy crap, these are nuts. So it's obviously a lot of work put into those.
No question.
My mom asked me the same question earlier today. She's like, "What was up with the helmets falling off?" I don't know.
Yeah,
it's clearly because they were painted.
Yeah,
right. It was the hand painted ones. Yeah.
Me and Mad Dog were talking about how tight they were, and Mad Dog's helmet came off. Like,
yeah, I don't know,
is your
dude.
helmet tight?
Yeah.
How long into the game did wearing those helmets motivate you to keep playing harder?
Probably 30 seconds
after warm-ups.
Yeah, after warm-ups, and then it was just football.
Then you had no idea what's on your head.
Yeah, you kind of forget about all that.
There's a lot of people that feel like there's a lot of motivation stuff that happens between motivational speeches, uniforms, helmets,
right?
Whatever.
What talking about the helmets falling off? How cool was it to see Quentin Brown's first touchdown, breaking the nose, all that? Kind of talk about that experience.
I was worried he wasn't going to remember it.
Yeah,
after his first touchdown.
Yeah, seriously. No, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, obviously, he came in this summer and he worked from day one, and he's done a great job of Obviously, it's really hard as a freshman, like I was saying, transitioning from high school to college, with all the detail that it takes, being a college offense, especially our offense. So he's done a great job, knowing what he's got to do and putting in the work. And, it obviously paid off for him making that big catch and just busting his nose wide open. So, yeah, the helmet was definitely a problem. But, I mean, he made the catch. So, it is what it is.
Yeah,
take the broken nose, I bet.
Big time.
Yeah.
Somebody in here said Austin Pettis gets slept on. I want to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah,
Austin Pettis does not get slept on.
No, it is
one of the first names
not
I
in
heard.
the building. That guy.
No.
And that guy's one of the best to ever do it here.
We watched plenty of film on Austin Pettis.
Oh yeah, all his.
That guy does not get slept on in the building for sure.
There's a lot of film on him. We watched those take posts he's running.
Guy's probably the best red zone receiver for sure.
Yeah,
ever.
Every clip that comes on, number 2, whether it's Miller or Pettis.
You don't know which one it is sometimes, but
he
it's
always
one of those
claims
two.
it's him. But
Miller says it's him. I'm not buying it every time.
What as we're talking about helmets and all that stuff that really motivates you guys, what's your favorite uniform combo?
There's so many good ones. That's a really good question.
You know what I really like is it's an away uniform, so we're wearing white, but we go white helmet with orange accents, white jersey, orange pants. I think I haven't worn it, but I think you guys wore it Hawaii.
Yeah, we did.
Was that when it was?
Yeah,
well, those ones are sweet.
I think anytime the orange comes out, it's like late October usually.
It is.
Yeah. Halloween time.
Sure. Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think all blue on the blue is a classic. Yep. Love that. I think the blackout game is definitely a favorite for me.
Can't be blackout.
Love the blackout.
The blackout. I mean, yeah, it's just it looks super clean, man.
Or the black blue.
Yeah.
Or what do we wear versus North Texas for that bowl game?
Blue, black, blue.
I think that was my all-time
That's a great
favorite.
combo. Yeah,
that was my all-time favorite.
The chrome blue for sure with the face mask. Yep, that's a good one for sure. I mean, there's a lot, man.
There's so many. I just say that
white, black is a good one.
The
away
New
one
Oregon,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
We just got the swag.
Any combo we want. Yeah, it's sweet.
For sure. Let's see, we got a lot of great questions. Anyone in the crowd Have any questions for beer from BJ? I know he likes buying beers.
Without really talking about what the play was or anything like that, but just kind of Jesse wanted to know about your first TD against Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
Like, so play gets called. Do you know that's like your play? It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, well, we called it from the sideline, so I knew. I mean, I didn't know previous to, we had a TV timeout and all that, and then, they called the personnel out, and we know from that personnel that we're pretty much we're running that play. There's only a couple plays out of there, so we're in the shot zone, so I knew we were probably calling that play, and then when he read that card call off, I knew it was time to go. So yeah, I mean, that was a great
and as always, I mean, you're expecting it and all that. Obviously, coverage dictated might not actually go there, but you got a pretty good idea, right?
Yeah, no. When you see the look, when you line up, you see the look, there's a good chance I get this ball for sure. So that was lining up. That's always a great feeling to know.
Sure.
To know you're in the look right now to get the ball.
Stage is set.
Stage is set.
Come on, baby.
Stage is set. You just got to run the right route. And you're going to get the rock.
Whenever you know the stage is set, that's always a good feeling.
Dude.
And Jesse wanted to follow up with, because of that play, do you feel like the defenses are focused on you a lot more?
Good question.
That is a great question.
I mean, I'm not really sure, honestly. I mean, I hope they are. We got playmakers everywhere, so it is what it is. If they're going to focus on one guy, another guy will do it. I mean, Maddox has done an amazing job of spreading the ball around, this whole season so far. So, whoever they're going to go after, someone else is going to make the play. So I'm confident.
Well, and like we said, if they're really worried about stopping the run, it's hard to stop the run and overload one receiver.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we saw
Latrell
that.
had 2 touchdowns. I mean, it's good luck.
Yeah, exactly. saw that last year a lot with Ashton. They try to load the box and we just go over the top with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and even, I'm sure teams aren't feeling real good about just leaving Chris Marshall out there one-on-one, no help. Right?
Yeah.
So,
The best feeling, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
hard for defenses to guard when everybody's a playmaker.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
And of course, you guys saw Ashton bring back the Michael Myers stance.
Yeah, man. That was great to see. He got away with it and had his biggest game, so I'm convinced that's the reason.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of correlation.
It has to.
Well, there's got to be something about whenever you're the most comfortable, that's when you play the best.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what they figured out more than anything else. That's what makes you comfortable. By all means,
go for it. You're a pro. Yeah, he did. He did it for sure.
What obviously we're roommates.
Yeah,
and got to live with each other through 4 years of college.
Yeah,
and
most of it,
yeah. And what's it like, kind of coming out of high school where you lived at home and whatnot, and then you come to your college and you're living with your best friends and your teammates? Like, how is that experience to be able to build that brotherhood on and off the field?
It's great. I mean, I live with five other guys over at Apple Street. It's awesome. Yeah. It's awesome. Like I just left the house and all 6 of us were on the couch watching a movie. Like it was.
Oh, dude, I missed that.
It's a lot of fun. We got a dog running around, which is great. Barks a lot. But
who do you got in your house?
I got Roger. So
Austin
downstairs,
Terry, right?
Yeah, Roger, Austin Terry, AJ Mays, Jason Steele, and Mitch Bothell.
Oh yeah.
So
it's legit. That was the house.
It's a fun house.
Apple Street, baby.
There's
Apple
plenty
Street.
of stories from coaches about that.
Do they know you guys by name at Chipotle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Roger comes back every time. He's like, my guy was working. He loaded me up. I mean, there are so many Chipotle bags that stack up on our little table downstairs. It's insane.
Classic, man.
It's insane.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how you know it's football season. It just starts stacking up bags that we got to bring back from
getting too lazy to do things like that. Yeah, everything starts stacking up. Yeah, long days.
Yeah, those are definitely the best. Everyone's on the same schedule. Practice, school. You come home, everyone's just chilling on the couch.
Oh yeah,
watching our Love Island.
That's right.
Getting after it, dude.
That was the Euclid household. Me, Riley, Billy Bowens. Yeah,
Love Island doesn't come on anymore. The Maddox moved out.
For sure. What's up, Robbie?
Hi. So my question is kind of a 2-parter. One is, have you guys seen the movie Rudy? And the other is, like the other half of it is, what's it going to be like walking out onto that field and seeing all that with, you know, the touchdown Jesus emblem and all of that going on back there, you know, anything crazy like that?
I have seen the movie. It's been a long time, so don't ask me to recite anything about it or know anything about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously the environment we're going to play in is a very historic, you know, site for college football. And I think, like I was saying before, just being grateful to be in that environment will be very, very cool. And yeah, I mean, just enjoying it, really, just taking it all in.
I echo that. I actually downloaded that movie to watch. I think on our way to Florida. I didn't end up watching it. I ended up sleeping for most of that flight, which was awesome. I can't sleep on flights, but I do need to watch it. I'm excited though. I know there's a bunch of history, and I've been doing a little bit of research just to see what we're walking into.
For sure.
I have coached there before, and it is it's a cool environment. You guys will enjoy it. I think you guys are getting to go over as soon as you land or something.
Yeah.
Check the stadium out. So that'll be fun. You guys will do it. And then by the time you get there for kickoff, it'll be like just taking the field anywhere else, except for the walls are close to the field. And like the band's like in the corner, almost on the field. Yeah. It's tight areas.
That's how it was at Oregon. Oregon side.
Yeah. I would say it's going to be very similar to that.
Yeah.
And once you get to that point,
just playing football out there.
Just playing football.
Yeah.
You got plenty of things to worry about in terms of executing your assignment against a good team. So you won't be remembering much about that.
Yeah.
All right. There's some other great ones in here about Notre Dame. But do you know who the Gipper is?
I do not.
I do not know who the Gipper is.
I'm the only person old enough. Win one for the Gipper. If you've ever heard that, it was a Ronald Reagan, yes, the president, movie.
Okay.
Back in like the 40s. So
add it to the list.
Yep.
Watch on the flight.
I don't think you can catch that one on streaming. I don't think that's there.
Gotta get that VHS.
That's a good one. No, but without you guys, just are you excited for the game and the environment? And to me, the cool thing is like it's the opportunity to play a great team, right?
Yeah.
And a storied team, and make your mark against them. And you know, I think we've all seen the goal is to win a college football playoff game, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to beat these kind of teams to accomplish the goal, whether it happens in the regular season or postseason or whatever. But it's a great opportunity, right? This is a good team this year. They were in the finals last year. I mean, I'm excited for you guys to go have that opportunity and all the hard work you put in all year long to go have the chance to go make a mark and do something special.
No doubt.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's what we're known to do too.
That's right.
Go in and blow up people's seasons.
That's right.
That's right.
This is normally it's like right out of the box, but nobody's going to be upset if it's a month into the season.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody's mad at that, especially against a good team. I'm excited to go as a fan, go see all the history and meet up with the family, go watch you boys dominate. It's gonna be pretty sweet
for sure. Be a good time, most definitely.
Well, we're coming down to. Is there anything you guys want to say to the fans? Anyone in Idaho?
Shout out Luke Voorhees. He's at home right now.
Yeah, Lukey.
Not commenting anything in the live chat, so it's unappreciated.
It's disappointing.
We'll have to get Luke in here. Yeah,
we need to get Luke out here.
Yeah.
Max?
Well, if his dad's in, that's it down the road.
I was waiting for my dad to comment something, but no, just appreciate Bronco Nation.
Yep. No doubt. Well, we appreciate you guys. I know Idaho's all proud of you. You guys balling out. It's cool to always stay in touch, living together. Just keep doing your thing, dude. Big week ahead of us. Get another Bronco dub. Just keep the train rolling.
Yes,
I appreciate you guys taking the time to come on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks to Jackson's.
Thanks for having us.
Make sure once they get you your money, don't go spend it all in one stop over there.
Oh yeah,
save it for some gas, whatever.
I'll save the snacks and gas.
Yeah, there we go.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's the plan,
that is the cool thing about like a 1:30 kickoff here. 3:30 Eastern or whatever it is. But I mean, you guys will be home by 10 or 11.
Yeah,
That's true.
You guys
Time
are
to hit
supplying for
Jackson's
the
around that
weekend.
time. Yep.
We're trying to make
Right
sure
off
that
you.
we got you guys rolling back in with a big win. We'll get a big crew out here to celebrate that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, appreciate you guys. It's proud of you guys of dominating. So
Thank you.
as always, go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Bronco Nation, when I score, Jackson pours. Each game I score a touchdown, head to Jackson's on Monday for a 49-cent fountain drink with Let's Go rewards. And don't forget your free banana, Jackson's. Let's go.
And final blade of grass. Done. And done. Who knew it'd take 2,007 man hours to paint 47,962,053 blades of grass? Smells like game day. Whoa, it's not dry yet.